Last week on Thursday Night Therapy, our heroes were forced to face the fact that Sandara and Rosie were gone, assumingly taken by the Grindylows. Captain Plug, either ignorant or ambivalent to the situation, focused his attention to the damage caused to the ship. A large crack had appeared in the main hold, but our party, along with Master Scourge and Fedor, were able to stop the torrent of water penetrating the ship. For the moment, at least. Unfortunately, along with the damage to the hull, the 2 water barrels had been destroyed, losing all of their contents. And so Mr. Plug hatched a plan to send the twins, under the eye of Torrin and Lani, to a nearby island, where they would hopefully find some fresh drinking water. Alone in his cabin, Mr. Plug made it clear to Torrin that his plan had ulterior motives. He wanted the twins to return tired and easy to handle. He had had enough of them both, especially Des, who he partially blamed for the impact with the reef, and planned to finally let out all of his frustrations upon him. Des would either comply or die. And so the following morning, our heroes set off in a rowboat to the nearby island. There was some discussion on the way about what should be done if and when they returned to the ship, but they soon found themselves on the shore. They discovered an abandoned village and followed a path from there into a swampy jungle. There was a mild obstacle, a boggy mire, with only the posts of a long crumbled bridge to aid their crossing. Despite being ambushed by a pair of giant toads as they crossed, the party managed their way over to the other side. Continuing through the jungle, they eventually came across a clearing, where a large tent of sorts had been hung around a large tree. Laid within, a chaotic jumble of cloth and humanoid remains, smeared with blood and writhing with insects. The party decided inspection of the interior was necessary, but once within they found this dank abode was not empty, as a vile visage of death and decay awoke to greet them. And that's where we'll pick up this week, and we are going to jump immediately into combat.
No! I mean, yes.
I'd like you all to roll initiative, please.
I have no token. Oh, there we go.
Wait. So that should now be on the correct screen.
Yes.
Oh!
Okie dokie. Okay, so who's going to roll initiative first? Because we're trying this new thing with the 3D dice, everybody. But they only work one at a time.
One at a time. So,
well, I mean, I'm the one who's in danger of having my face eaten, so I'll go first.
You go first.
Okay.
Let's do it in order of people closest to it. So you then. Oh, nice.
That is a 21 in total.
Torrin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Natural one.
no. Me next.
Yep.
6.
Oh, yeah, me. Sorry. I was too busy watching everyone else in awe. Right.
Shinies.
And that is a 14.
Now, I did just place you guys where I thought you would roughly be standing, but I mean, if you want to argue that you would have a slightly different position, I am open to suggestions.
I think that's okay.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Being fair, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you'll find that I was actually on the other side of the map.
I also just noticed the name of the map.
Yeah, I couldn't get rid of that.
Okay. I will scroll it off my screen.
I could have just stamped over it, I guess. I've also just realised Desi's token is quite large compared to everybody else. His head is twice the size of his twin brother's.
That's because I've had too many blows to the head, isn't it?
8 our triplet in
Torrin?
the womb.
Torrin, are you alright?
I have been speaking. I have been muted. I am a twat.
Was there anything important?
Yes. 1, fuck me, my first roll is a natural 1. And 2, at the end of last session, I said I was fucked off and out of the door.
Yeah, I think you noped out of there.
I did. As soon as something moved, I went, fuck that, and fucking ran.
Fair enough.
So, wherever the entrance of the tent is, I'm on the other side.
Okay, I don't know how easy that is to... I mean, it's kind of hard to see. The way I read it is the part of the tent which is directly connected to the tree is the highest, and then the outside edge of the tent is the lowest.
So I'm over here then.
So the entrances would be either where Lani is or on this side.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm over here. I am staying the fuck away. I am squishy and do not want to be anywhere. Also, I'm not on the turn order.
Because
you rolled so badly that you fell at the bottom.
That's
You're off the
just
list,
fucking rude.
So, I need to add turn, and then you rolled a 3.
I rolled a 3. A pitiful 1 up to a 3.
So, that means, Des, you may commence the combat.
Yay.
Oh, yeah, no, you... Oh, fuck. Right, so I'm going to hit it with my quarterstaff. I'm not going to... diplomacy is not my strong point. So, quarterstaff.
Quarterstaff is called diplomacy.
18?
An 18 does hit.
Okay, it's 6 points of bludgeoning.
Oh,
Oh?
sorry. No, all good. I think I typed in the hit points and the AC the wrong way around.
Oh, that would be a
So it looks
difficult
like-
thing.
Yeah, exactly. Let me just quickly swap that, otherwise I'm going to confuse
AC of 52. Oh god.
it.
It only has 1 hit point and yet an AC, which is not attainable.
Well, guess it's saving throws then.
Okay, so that was my first. As a bonus action, I am going to use a key point and do a flurry of blows,
Flurry of blows!
which is unarmed attacks. So I'm going to be basically hitting on my staff and kicking it repeatedly.
Okay, so that was 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
No, that's
and-
6 points.
okay,
6 points, not 16.
Sorry. What? Go on then.
Right, okay, flurry of blows. Pop, pop. So that is 6. Which is gonna miss. That's a natural 1.
Wow.
That's for 6. And a 17.
The 17 does hit.
Okay, so that is
Yes.
4 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the benefits of the flurry of blows. I'm going to disengage and fucking run. Out this way. I'm going to go and stand over here by my brother and Lani. Because, nope! I'm going to come bursting out of the tent. I don't want to worry anyone, but one of the corpses just stood up. I hit it, and then I ran away.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh?
Nope.
So this corpse, as Des just described it, tracks Des as he runs out of the tent and then starts running after him.
Wow, it's a runny zombie, not a slow zombie.
It's a snudder zombie.
Yeah, I don't know what you're expecting, but this is actually seems to move quite fluidly.
What, expecting and hoping? Two very different things.
It just locks its gaze on the next thing in front of it. So, Lani, you see this thing come running towards you. Her hands are raised, claws stretched towards you, and this tongue, describe this tongue, it's so long it actually reaches down to her waist. It's kind of like almost corkscrewing around and flapping in your direction as she comes hurtling towards you. And she will try to slash you with her claws.
Yeah.
It's a 12 to hit, and I'm assuming that misses.
Yep. And he parries it away.
Okay, you knock
Misses.
the attack away with your hammer. And that brings us to Devvie.
Alright. Well, we can't be having that running around after us out here. Right then. I'll move. Let me just check. Okay, so I can get to there without provoking an attack of opportunity, so I will do that.
You only provoke opportunity attack when you're leaving something's range.
Oh yes, of course. Yes. So it doesn't really matter.
That's fine.
Does flanking mean I have to be on the exact opposite side?
Opposite.
Yeah.
Yep. Opposite.
I
only.
can reach that, that's fine.
Yeah, that's only 20 feet of your movement.
Yeah, okay. And I will stab. Hopefully. Where's my sheet? There it is. Okay. With my rapier. Stab. Oh, it's with advantage, isn't it?
Yep.
So 14.
14 hits anyway, actually. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
Have you got sneak
I
attack?
don't know why I didn't
Attack.
Yeah. So yes.
Oh, the dice.
Jesus.
Oh my.
7
and 6.
piercing with 6 sneak attack damage.
That's 15 in total.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it? No, 13.
13.
actually, I can't add. So as this thing is clawing at Lani and he's kind of holding it at bay with his hammer, you kind of sneak around and are able to take a measured attack at her, and you basically just run her through.
Wonderful. Let's have a look. And I will I will stay there, I think.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I only took 20 of my movement, didn't I?
Yeah.
So what I... Oh, she's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird.
I was starting to think tactically, but I will not bother.
Okay.
I seem to have broke it.
Like, peer around Lani from where I'm still like, oh, that's there's a whole bunch of bodies in there.
Oh. I didn't even get to smash it.
Sound fun.
Oh.
There's another!
Oh!
So, reveling in your victory, you miss the
Oh dear. Oh,
The
yes.
second
I mean, that does
lurching
hit.
from the side. Oh, you are lucky. That's
Do I have?
There's only 4 points of slashing damage,
That's yeah. Okay.
but I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm also halfway down in hit points, but okay. Constitution saving throw. That is 14.
That's fine. So you save. So this thing jumps in from the side, and you feel the claws dig in to your neck and shoulder. And,
Shit!
It's not just a pain that reaches you, but also like a cold stiffening. But you're able to shake it off. That brings us to you, Lani.
Lani is seeing the disappointment.
Fuck that up.
Go on.
Go on. Sorry, it's okay.
Lani's seeing the disappointment of not being able to smash the ghoul's head in. Sees the other one appear, and his eyes flick red. Lani will rage.
Rage!
And with that, he will run straight towards it and take a reckless attack with rage. A natural 20,
Shit.
Yes.
Bloody hell.
28 bludgeoning damage.
Splat.
Hell. Okay.
and just
So, feeling this pain, Devvie, you turn to see this second female undead thing standing before you. And to the rescue, Lani jumps in and swings his hammer around and decimates this creature before she's able to do anything to you. As her body drops,
Decimate
see
only
a
means
third.
10% damage, right?
What?
I'm probably using the wrong word.
Destroy.
Destroy, yeah.
I've used decimate as a word to destroy. No, decimate. Decimate's a thing.
It is
Decimate
a
is a thing.
thing, but it means
I thought it
you've
means to break
destroyed
into
10%
pieces,
of something.
I think it's just to reduce. It's basically a reduction. Anyway,
Decimated. To
Fuck
kill,
it
destroy,
up.
or remove a large
Fuck
portion
it
of.
up.
Okay.
So, 1,
Huh.
2. So, a third one appears, screeching. Lani!
Oh.
It says Lani.
It's a 19 hit.
yeah, that will hit.
19.
So that's 6 points of slash damage.
So that would be reduced to 3.
Yes.
It would, and I would also like you to make a Constitution
Con save.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Stephen.
Easy for you to say.
Well,
Oh, I saw the 6 on the dice. I was like, "Ooh," and then I forgot
Yeah, I got a
plus
plus
6 to your Constitution saving throw.
Oh, barbarians.
Similar to Devvie, as this thing jumps into the side and its claws grate your skin, you feel this cold, dull, almost like as if you were being like penetrated by ice, run over your muscles, but you're able to shake it off without it having any effect. Torrin, that brings us to you.
Oh, fuck! Torrin is going to step over a little bit just to get more of a line of sight. And as someone who speaks Undercommon is directly in front of her, that person would then hear, "Death comes for you" in Undercommon as I target it with a hand motion and cast it Toll the Dead. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I can do that.
As you speak that, did Des look over his shoulder and say, "It's always fucking creepy when you do that."
I'll give him a little wink as I release the spell.
That's a 17.
Then that don't fucking do anything for me. Alright. It has absolutely no effect.
Would you like to do anything else?
I'm going to look at her and go, huh. That not happened before. Right. Good to know. Des, do something about that, please. That's me.
I hear and I obey. I will run forward. Is this a tree here?
Where?
There.
I mean, it's a large trunk with branches
Right.
coming off of it.
Can I
mean,
stand
be
there?
under the branches?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say that's outside of the trunk.
Actually, that being the case, I will. I can move over there. Probably can. I've got 46 speed. Yeah. Right. I'm going to flank it. Make it real good. Right. And court staff. Back ahead with advantage.
Cool.
That's 24.
That does it.
That's 5 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And bonus action. I'm going to kick it just once.
Into Lani.
Yeah. Push it forward. This is Lani! 18?
Wow.
18 does hit.
6 bludgeoning.
Okay.
That's my go.
Devvie.
Right. Okay. Let me have a look. So I'm guessing this one here is just fallen over, so I could probably like straddle the
Stand on it.
body.
Yeah.
Straddle the body. Oh, lovely.
Stop.
Yeah, that's definitely a phrase.
Right, and I will. Oh, that's the wrong tab. I will do the thing when I can find. There it is. That's what I wanted. Is this still advantage or?
Now you're on the side. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Very nice.
So, yeah. There we go. Sorry, how do our crits work?
Full damage
So
Oh, full damage
plus whatever you roll.
plus whatever I roll. Okay. So full damage is 1d8 plus 3, so 11.
Sorry, full damage dice. Sorry, not so it'd be 1d8.
So
So
it'd be-
8.
yeah, so you add a d8 and add 2d. You add 6. It's 31,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because your dice. Yeah, you're rolling a d8 and 2d6, which makes 20, plus what you rolled, which is 31.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah. That.
31 points of damage. Okay, Devvie, give it to me.
Seeing this thing is just about to lunge towards my friend who absolutely splattered the other one, I'm gonna one-up him and go the other way. I'm gonna do this very neatly, and I'm just gonna get the point of my rapier, put it through one ear and out the other, and then just pull it out bloodlessly and let it drop to the floor.
Excellent. And she is dead.
And I'm just gonna turn to Lani and go, "It ain't all just blood and guts, you know.
It's not fun though.
I see your point."
So, and as she falls, stillness returns.
Right.
They were pretty creepy, weren't they?
Yeah, that was a bit horrible, wasn't it? Shall we see what they were hiding? Is there anything in here?
Yeah, there was a chest. I called dibs on it.
There were actually 2 chests you saw.
Oh,
Both. Fine.
can I just check all the bodies as well, just to see if there's anything?
The actual bodies of the...
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Is that investigation or?
Yeah, but it's okay. You don't need to roll. They're basically only just wearing... They're wearing, like, the remains of what was once quite nice clothing, actually.
Okay.
Like an evening gown or a... These aren't just, like, simple common clothes. They're, like, silks with, like... What's the word? Ruffly bits.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Ruffles.
Yeah, quite nice
Cool.
nice dresses, yeah. But of course, in tatters and covered in blood and dirt
Yeah.
and
Okay.
ruined. But they're not carrying anything else on them other than that.
I would sort of go up to them, and I'm actually gonna pull out my book and just sort of do some quick sketches and maybe make some notes and things.
Mm-hmm.
Very creeped out but intrigued.
Morbid curiosity.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, just muttering sort of odd phrases and sort of arcane words, trying to figure out what the fuck these things are.
Just thinking. What does this fall under? Undead? Is it religion? I guess. Give me a religion. Is religion even a thing?
Yeah, religion
Give
is
me
a
a
thing.
religion check. Yeah.
I can do that. Ooh, at 21.
Wow. Okay.
I have a plus 6
so-
in religion? Shit.
I think religion's intelligence, is it not?
It is.
So, you know, I mean, this is of course isn't natural, and you will obviously have knowledge of undead creatures to a certain extent. And you've heard of like zombies. I mean, that's quite a common thing, and you're pretty sure this isn't that. They're not like a zombie's like rotten and falling to bits, and these aren't quite that. The skin, although they do show signs of decay, the muscles are still like fluid and also like moist. And with the tongue, you think these are probably ghouls, which is something you would have read about.
Yeah. These,
as I say,
these are fairly advanced undead.
Advanced?
It takes a special kind of magic to make these.
actually, I would also say with that roll, I think you would know that a ghoul can actually, it's technically contagious.
Oh,
so,
shit.
One ghoul can create another ghoul through contact.
Does that have to be intent? Like,
No, I
It could
assume
be outside 10 as well.
God.
I mean, are we in danger standing
I'd
here?
like to cast Shocking Grasp on that man right there for that awful pun. I mean, I don't need to tell you all this, but don't get bitten, because it only takes one ghoul to make more.
Oh, shit.
Laddie, bruv.
Just a bite. Oh, I got a little scratch. It's only a little one.
I mean, it only grazed you, so I think you should be okay.
Devvie, did you get any more than that?
Oh, yes, yeah. Gave me a good old scratch as well. Am I going to be alright? I'm not going to turn into one of these bastards, am I?
I mean, you should be. You didn't go down to it, and it didn't like. It doesn't look like you were hit by any like toxin or anything that made you.
I mean, I felt a little bit weird, but well, I don't know. I feel alright now.
I think you probably would have known if whatever got into you.
Right.
I don't know what it looks like, but I mean, you both look normal, or as normal as you can.
Yeah, I've got to say.
Maybe, yeah, don't let them get too close if you can. But I mean, with the way you guys fight, it's inevitable. Yeah, just be on your guard. Be on your guard and don't let them.
I'll just smash them before they can get too close.
That's a good plan. I definitely recommend that one.
Excellent policy.
How is everybody? Are you guys okay? Are you health wise?
I'm not okay. I'm feeling a little bit rough, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Out of character. I'm half down.
Yeah, I gathered. Hey, let me try something. And I'm gonna step over and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck me, really?
Wow.
2 healing.
I mean,
It's the thought that counts.
I had
well,
a bit of an
fucking
headache.
spell slot.
I had a little bit of an headache, and it's lessened somewhat.
Yeah, I'm still not used to this healing stuff.
Well, thanks for trying anyway. You know.
I've only known I can do it for a little while. But Well, I mean, it'll have to do you for now. Unfortunately, I haven't got much left.
That's
I need to keep
fine,
some
thank
ways to defend myself.
you. Of course. Yeah.
As they're doing this, I'm gonna be poking one of the bodies with my quarterstaff and like, yeah, looking at the. It's not kind of a clothes you'd expect on this kind of thing, is it? You know, it looks like a posh bird.
Yeah, she does look a bit well-to-do, has to be said. I mean, tatty. But those aren't, well, they ain't pauper's clothes, as they?
Right. Well, anyway, bruv, here, a couple of chests. Do you want to do your trappy thing?
Oh, yeah.
It's not going to blow up in our faces if we open it.
I'll give it a go. Certainly. Where is my... so, to search for traps, would that be investigate or perception?
I don't know.
I mean, if I could
Which one?
choose...
Nathan, is it specific?
Sorry, say again.
To search for traps...
If you're searching for traps.
Searching for traps. Yeah, it would be an investigation check. Searching for traps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on. Boom. I'll go. Oh!
Nice.
That's 17.
Okay, so you clamber over the cushions and body parts to the first chest. You examine it. It doesn't appear to be locked. I mean, you don't see a lock on it. And looking at the outside, around the seal and everything, it seems to be a completely normal chest.
Okay.
With no visible traps.
Even though I'm a very cautious man, I haven't stayed alive this long by not being that. So I am going to stand back a bit and flip the lid open with my sword.
Okay. Nothing happens other than the lid opening.
Okay. Now I will then look inside.
Okay. So the first thing you see is looks like a hip flask.
Okay.
And underneath the hip flask is there are like 6 bottles arranged in like the bottom of this chest, and they fit perfectly in there. But they only fill like the first third of the depth. But they seem to fit so perfectly that you would almost assume that like they were made for this box all the other way around.
Yeah. Okay. Does it look like? So if they're in sort of kind of like a thing that holds them, is there another layer underneath that?
No, it's visibly, you can tell it's the bottom layer.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it almost looks like there were more in there that would have filled up like a second and third layer, and now it's just down to like the bottom.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The bottom 6.
Right, I'm going to take everything out and start passing it around. I'll say to these bottles, do they look like wine or do they look like something else?
No. Well, if you take the hip flask out first, it actually has it's like a silver-coloured flask, and it actually has like a engraving of a crocodile on it. And as you pick up, you realise it is actually full with something.
Okay.
The other 6 bottles are quite strange. They're quite short and stubby, and do you want to take one out?
Yes, please.
They're actually each in like a how do I describe it? It's like a metal cylinder.
Okay. Yeah.
And they're like sat within, and you can just see like the neck. You can see the top and the neck sticking out. The glass is like a dark amber colour, and you can just see through. There seems to be like some sort of metal rod leading down from the seal into the bottle.
Okay.
And there are 6 of these.
Right. Okay, I will, because I, as a person, have no idea what that could be. I am going to roll, I guess, investigation to see, unless there's another roll.
I think just to recall recall knowledge, I think it would just be an intelligence check.
Oh, just an intelligence check. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a 15.
Okay. You have not seen them of this make, but you do recognize the setup. This like safety shell of the metal, and this metal rod inside. You think these might be alchemist's fire?
Oh
bottles.
Wow!
I thought it might be.
And now looking at them, you realise you can actually remove the bottle from this kind of metal casing.
I will not. I've watched Lost.
Do you think Torrin would know what they are?
I'm gonna.
Or...
If you can roll an intelligence check to.
I'm just gonna relay my findings.
Or Devvie would just tell you. Yeah.
I've never seen them before in my life.
Yeah, I'm just...
No idea.
Don't worry. Devvie is as he's taking him out, he's looking at it and he goes, "Oh bloody hell! Right, no sudden movements. I want to take this with us, but we'll have to be careful with it. I think this is alchemist's fire."
And what the fuck is that?
Oh, it's explosives.
What is that?
Explosives.
Oh,
Right. All right. So what do you mean, like?
okay.
Would you like stick a flaming rag in it and throw it, or is it like
bruv.
if you drop it, it's going to go boom?
Well, you know, like what we used to do to some of our competitors with the high percentage alcohol bottles.
Yes.
Well, this is like that, but fuck tons more.
Ah. Right.
So that's a magical Molotov.
I don't know what that is, but if you think
The thing, the rag with the alcohol and setting it on fire and throwing it.
yeah, we call them whiskey bombs.
Good to know. I don't want any part of that. I am taking a step back.
As long as it's handled properly, it's
Don't
fine.
need it. Don't want it.
How big is the chest that those were in? Is it carryable or?
It's about. I would say it's almost like shoebox size, a little bit in terms of like
Okay.
width.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit higher, but these things aren't that big. They're like the size of a mini Pringles tin.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Gonna. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
little-
I know the little
holiday
one
packs.
serving ones. Yeah. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna close that chest. And I'm going to take it, but I'm also going to investigate this flask first.
Okay.
I'll go over to. Well, mind you, my bruv's used to brewing stuff, so I'll check with him first. I'll gently open the top and give it a whiff, and then chuck it under his nose as well.
What do I need to roll to see if I can tell what it is?
You could roll Arcana.
Oh,
You
really?
could roll. Yeah.
Okay.
I would also technically accept your brewer's thing.
Oh, I'll do brewers.
Their DC would probably be different.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, sure, cool. I mean, it's like a wisdom check or Arcana. It's your call, DM.
I'm gonna roll an Arcana.
Can you? If you have Arcana, you can roll Arcana.
I'm gonna do that because that's all I've got, and it's a natural 1, so I get a 3.
Never mind.
I take a whiff of that, and I go, "Phew, I have no bloody idea. What about you, bro?"
It's like cat piss.
I think
right,
it's some sort of peach schnapps.
Yeah, brother, I would agree. I would say probably some sort of peach nap.
Alright, well,
You two are
It
idiots.
does have
Give
like
it here.
a warm, sweet smell.
okay. Well, if you reckon you can do better, have a go.
Well, just my fucking modifier, mate.
There we go.
16.
I'm gonna say you think it's some sort of healing potion.
Okay.
Has a similar smell to what you've smelled before.
But no actual discernment of what
no,
type.
but
it
you
could be.
can't. No, you've no idea what.
That's fair.
You recognise this kind of warm, sweet smell,
Yeah.
but that's all you know.
I have to say that I often feel quite healthy after drinking snaps.
Yeah, this isn't snaps. Hold on, and I'm going to pull out the normal potion of healing and sniff that as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a healing potion, but it's I don't know how strong it is. I've never seen any that are stronger than sort of the standard ones we've got. So I don't know whether there's much of a difference, but it's definitely a healing pot.
Yeah. Right.
Good to know. Who wants it? Because if you guys don't mind, I'm a little squishy sometimes.
Yeah.
True. And if it comes down to it, then you can just pour it down one of our gullets, can't you?
That is also fair. Lanny, do you mind?
No, you keep it. I
All right.
don't really need it, I don't think.
I'll put the undiscernible healing potion in my pack.
Yay, mystery potion! What could go wrong?
Absolutely nothing at all.
Des, did you say there was another box?
I believe I did. Didn't I, DM? Was there 2 boxes?
Yeah.
Yep, there was a second chest.
Alright.
Oh,
Right now, bro. Just
Yeah.
because the first one wasn't trapped doesn't mean the second one
oh,
won't
don't worry. I'm all too familiar with one decoy and one trapped bastard. I will have another look.
Go on then.
Where's there it is.
Oh!
Oh my.
Okay. You look at the chest. This one is somewhat larger than the previous one. Like twice the width, twice the depth, twice the height, roughly. And again, you don't see any lock on it. You don't see any devices. You don't see anything that would make you believe that it was trapped.
Alright, I will yeah, so I'll do the same with my my sword. I'll try and flip open the lid with my rapier. Not standing directly in front of it, I will stand off to one side and try and flip it open.
Okay. Nothing happens when you open it.
Cool.
It is not trapped.
And then I will peer inside.
Okay. As you lean closer and take a look, this very sweet smell kind of greets you as you lean down. You can see a number of like different shaped and coloured bottles like tucked into the edges of this, like against the sides of this box. By the looks of the bottles, and the smell, I think you would assume that these are just like perfume bottles. Laid on top, there seems to be some sort of corset, like a whalebone corset.
Okay.
And under that is a some sort of pearled garment. Would you like to continue looking?
Yeah, well, I'm going to start handing, as I find stuff, handing things out for people to inspect. Yeah, I'll hand the corset to Torrin and be like, oh yeah, I don't think that's going to fit me. Here you go. And yeah, I'll look at the pearled garment. Is that another lady's item?
Yeah, as you pull it out though, you realise this looks like a wedding dress.
Oh.
But it's actually covered with very small pearls.
Wow.
And it's actually considering like the environment it's in, it's actually in very good condition.
Okay. Well. Oh, this looks expensive. Oh, it's. I reckon we could fetch a few gold on that.
And that one will be mine. Thank you ever so kindly. And I will just
Really?
reach forward
Really?
and I'll grab that one. And I'm going to look at the pearls.
Excuse me. Just
Shut up. I'm doing,
may I
doing
remind
something.
you, Torrin, my love, that
hey.
as we entered this particular domicile and the creature over there stood up, you had away your nails
Sparking
as
from
fast
my
as you could.
fingers. Sparking from my fingers.
You can spark
Shut
away,
up.
love.
Shut up. This will help you and me. Give me a moment. I'm looking at the pearls.
Yep.
Mr.
No,
DM, sir, are there any of a particular worth that I can see?
I mean, there's like hundreds of them. They're all very small. They're all like pea-sized pearls that have been like sewn onto this dress. So the individual value of the pearls is not going to be that much. The total value of the dress is a decent amount, but on an individual level, the pearls aren't worth much. Not for the amount you're looking for, I assume.
Yeah, presumably. After giving it a quick inspection and looking at all of them and going, oh, that's a shame. All right, have your shitty dress, and I'll chuck it at him. I don't
think
need it.
will fit my figure quite nicely.
Yeah, I don't
Anything
need
else?
it. It's not my style.
Anything else in there, bruv?
Yeah, as you look down into the chest, you see just littered across the floor of this chest, so that you can barely see the wood, are a number of coins and assortment of mixed gems.
Holy shit.
Richie.
I don't know. It's I need a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna count everything up inside the chest so that I don't lose anything on the floor. So I make inventory of what's in there, like how much gold and how many gems.
Okay. Just roughly looking, I think you're going to see at least 50 gold coins.
Okay.
And I mean, considering your background and a little bit of, do you know what? Give me an intelligence check.
Yeah. Please don't fail me.
13.
Okay. Glancing over these gems, you think these are worth at least a couple of hundred.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to be the one to be asking the obvious questions, but what the fuck is this doing here?
I don't know. It's very strange.
I mean, some ladies that are dressed in some fine, albeit rotten clothes, and a chest with fairly valuable stuff.
I mean, I reckon they got infected by something and just stayed here with their stuff.
Yeah, fine, but what were they doing here in the first place?
I don't know. Well,
They got shipwrecked or marooned, or I don't know, they were all caught sleeping with the first mate, so they got chucked off here. I don't know.
Do you think they may have been brought here like Tandara and roasted?
maybe, I don't
May
know.
have been.
Oh God.
I'm gonna regret this, but alright. And I lift out some of the gems from inside the thing and say, Torrin, any
Yeah.
of these useful to you?
I don't know, let me have a look.
Now, I know what you're looking for, Torrin.
Yeah,
I believe you're looking for a pearl of what value? 50 or 100?
100.
Okay. Now,
I'm just quickly
I
looking
always-
at all of my other spells and seeing what, if any of them have a monetary value of gems. I don't think they do at this point.
Now, I always feel a bit weird, like, specifically placing something that I know you need.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to do like this. If it happens to be in the book, then it's in the book, and it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I also will place things in like loot that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like this, where it says, I mean, it's basically like mixed gems of a specific value. I'm just going to say that there is a certain % chance that there is a pearl worth 100 amongst that.
Lovely.
Considering the total value. Now, considering that, it's not going to be a huge chance. So I'm just going to say you have a 15% chance that there is a pearl in there.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So just roll 100, and if it's 1 to 15, then there is a pearl in there worth 100.
That would be a 57, so no.
Dang.
Just missed.
Oh, well. No, I don't need any of these. It's your lucky day. I'm not going to pinch any of your loot.
Well, wonderful. But I'm sharing it out equally anyway.
Oh, you're too kind.
It really is. I think you're going soft, bruv.
Well, the gems I'm sharing out, that gold's mine, and yours, bruv.
Okay, I'll take it back.
So,
I mean,
25 gold to my brother.
Oh,
Well, if you're actually going to spend the time to take it, there's actually 66 gold coins, so it would be 33 each.
33.
And if you're dividing up the gems by into 4 equal parts, you'll all get 60 gold pieces worth of gems.
cool. I will
Nice.
add a custom item. Assorted gems.
And as I said, I don't know what you want to do with the dress. Oh, and you have the hip flask as well. Okay.
Yes.
The hip flask was the potion.
Yeah,
I
that's
have.
hers.
I've put that in my inventory.
Yeah, and I've got the alchemist's fire.
Okay.
You said 60 cost.
Yeah, you've got 60 each.
60 worth of gems.
Yeah.
Lovely.
All right, cool.
Yeah, Torrin would probably say, yeah, no, I don't need any of these gems, but, you know, in the future with bigger spells, bigger components, I may ask a favour every now and then for something specific, but I'll always pay the debt.
Right, you are. Loud and clear. What? Sorry. Was there anything else? Was there like? Did you say it was like a perfumed like smell coming out of that?
From the other bottles in there.
Was it the chest in general, or was it
No, there are bottles in there.
of perfume?
There's a number of. Yeah. Like you can looking at them, it just seems to be different perfume bottles.
Oh, everything's worth something, isn't it? I'm gonna stuff as many of those into me pockets as I can.
Okay.
I know.
I think there's particularly your scent, bruv.
Well, you know, we could probably trade them somewhere. You know, I never turn down something shiny. Someone might like it somewhere. Do you want to help carry this?
No.
Oh, suit yourself. Anyone else?
Carry it.
I think I'm good.
Was that Lani said that he would?
I can carry it.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, if you could take a few of these and well, let's just clear this place out of any potential valuables, and when all of this fuckery is all over and done with, we can shift them at a market somewhere.
Mr. DM, is there still like a pile of corpses in this place, or was everyone it was only the 3 and they've all got up and moved?
Oh no, there are remains of other humanoids in here. Yeah, it wasn't just these three ghouls.
I'd like to have an investigation and have a look through the remains of whatever and see if there's if there's any valuables, and B, if there's any kind of anything of interest.
Okay.
Was that investigation?
Yes, please. Did you roll?
Yep.
Here it comes.
17.
Okay. So yeah, you find various. I mean, it's like mostly like limbs. Like they all seem to be like mostly stripped of flesh. You can see like there's like gnaw marks on them. And they mostly seem to be human or something similar. You don't find anything of any value amongst this debris.
Just basically like turn them over with my stick so I don't have to get my hands dirty. Like, oh, I mean, if I was to hazard a guess, I'd say that those three back there have been either been catching people and bringing them here, or this was the crew that came with them.
Right.
I would kneel down over the bodies and have a look at them and make some notes and some sketches. I think you may be right. I mean, they are long dead.
Well, this place is creeping me the fuck out. Let's. Are we done?
I mean, the further away we are from this place, the better, I think.
Yeah. Right. So, yeah, pocket all the things I can pocket. I'm keeping the alchemist fire in their protective box. And just slinging that under my arm.
Okay. So, how would you like to continue?
We came up the path, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was the
you've been
path
heading
that
south.
got to here.
You've been heading south. Let's bring you back to the other map here. So you've been heading south down this path. You've just found this this tent. But the path does continue further south.
Okay.
So we're here, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Whoa. They follow the path. Carry on and see what we find.
Okay. So, if you travel about half a mile, this path kind of snakes around, and you start to head more towards this cliff. The vegetation starts to thin, and you actually eventually leave this jungle area, and you actually get a pretty decent look of the island, as what's now in front of you is, oh, that's terrible, is fairly free of vegetation. So let me just mark that off. Ooh.
Damn,
Can
okay.
you now see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
So the path kind of carries on, and now it's almost like open field, more like grassland. You can see the cliff rises sharply to your right, and further down to the south, you actually see the start of like a beach, like a large sandy area. There's some palm trees, and then just on the edge of your vision, you can see some sort of vegetation growing a little strangely at the end of this path. You're about here now, I would say. There is like another, there is like a kind of river here, but if you try the water, it's estuary water. It's very salty. This isn't drinkable.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think sticking to the path is probably the best idea, but maybe checking the shore to see if Tandara or Rosie are there. might not be a bad idea either.
Yeah. I'll also keep my eyes on the cliffs. If I see any water running down them, that'll give us a clear
good idea.
indication of what we came here for.
I'm gonna open my coat and let Zima lie out, and then she's just gonna flap up to my shoulder.
Okay.
Just have a little look around. Have a yawn, look all cute.
Okay.
And we will continue walking.
Okay. So you're heading south down this path now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, you come close to the shore. It's actually quite nice. I think, as I said last week, it's actually quite a nice day, and this is almost like under other circumstances, this would probably be a quite enjoyable area to spend some time by the looks of it. As you get down further here, you see that this area does branch out into a very beautiful beach. As I said, there were lots of palm trees everywhere, and then as you get closer, you'll be able to see there's this oddly shaped vegetation here. And it seems to be growing quite uniformly. And now it's almost like wild and out of control, but it is growing in these oddly like quadratic areas.
Like it had been farmed at some point, but has been left to kind of
something like that. This
looks like
it seems
crops we would grow on my island. This is how we would set things up.
Oh,
But
I was going to say, I would say you're basically here looking down. So yeah. And where the vision stops on the cliff, that's like the ridge of the cliff. And you can see there is a path winding up, and then it disappears over the ridge of this mountainous area.
we maybe take a quick look to see whether there is anything actually growing there.
Yeah, I
Might be
mean, if it's been
vegetation, might be some food of some kind. I don't know.
well,
if it's been planted like that, then
it might
clearly someone lived here at some point and may still.
it might also be the remains of some kind of irrigation.
Yeah, there may be a well, or there may be, I don't know, a stream that comes through.
Let's have a look.
Should check it out.
Okay, so you want to follow the path to these fields?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, as you get closer, you can see that it's like some sort of corn, perhaps? It's some sort of crop, it would seem. And as you get closer, you see that these have obviously been planted in rows. But it is now wildly overgrown and is starting to like creep away from its original planted area. So I mean, I don't know how much you know about agriculture, but this doesn't look like it's currently being upkept.
No, hasn't been farmed in ages.
Like everything else we've seen so far.
But the plants are alive, are they?
Yeah, they're growing taller than you are.
Okay. Well, that's good. Right, so we can tell them we found food at least. I'm gonna go. I guess we should start skirting around like this edge, the western edge, and because that's obviously the side where the cliffs are, and see if there's any water running down from it in this direction.
Sorry, can you? Where exactly you want to look?
So on the western edge of these.
The west edge of the
Okay.
vegetation.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I got you. Okay. If you wander around, you don't see any sort of like irrigation system, or there's no river. There's no obvious source of water here.
Okay. Right, well, we found food anyway. I know it's not the first priority, but it's if the boat needs to stay here for a while, at least we got something.
Yeah, there's something to report back.
Well, let's. Should we continue around the headland, or should we go back up that path where it breaks off? Head into the hills.
Into the hills, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, the path should lead to civilization, or at least the remains of one, maybe.
Let's try it.
I don't know. It seems like the best bet to me.
Right. Well, we'll remember this place at least. I mean, there's not much to remember on this island. It's pretty small, but let's go have a look.
Remember the undead things. Remember the plants. Yeah, that's fairly doable.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Lanny? Up the path, along the coast?
Yeah, I think there's no path around the coast. Maybe we head through that mountain. Like we said, stay on the path.
Looks good to me. Alright, who's forging ahead?
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, we're following you, mate.
Right, I will go, take point, and as I'm going, I guess I'll just roll perception for my looking for stuff.
Okay. So as you're leaving this, slow down. What did you roll? A 6. Okay.
No,
A natural
a natural one.
So you're looking around, and you're starting to look for clues of the girls, I guess.
Of
And for water.
And for water.
And the
okay.
girls, yeah.
And as you've walked around the back end of this cornfield, and as you set off again, you start to sense some sort of rumbling, perhaps, like beneath your feet, very slight tremors.
Oh.
And then you all suddenly hear this eruption behind you, and if you turn, you'll see almost like an explosion of earth and debris
What the fuck?
flying through the air. And let me move you to here.
Uh-oh.
Lani, I've got you at the back. As you turn around,
Yeah.
this giant insect-looking creature
Oh, God.
explodes out of the earth behind you
Oh,
Oh, fuck that.
and lurches for you. Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it will.
So these pincer-like jaws bite into you, and you take 7 points of slashing damage as well as 2 points of acid damage as you feel the saliva of this creature permeate your skin.
fuck.
You're now grappled. I would like you all to roll initiative, please.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
I guess
Holy shit.
Lanny rolls first, and then we'll go from bottom to top this time.
Yep, sure.
Okay. 13.
Lucky for some.
Not
Now,
bad,
where's the music now?
Des?
Yep. Be not very high at all. That's going to be a big 6.
Torrin?
And then for me, it's a big 7.
Wow.
Oh, we're going to die.
And for Dev, it is a 12.
Wow.
So it was lucky for Lanny.
What a spread.
I'm now going to roll initiative.
Yay.
4. A massive 4.
Wonderful.
Still managed to be at the bottom.
Somehow.
Somehow.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm going to get to go first here.
Denied.
Denied. So, Lani, you are currently
So,
grappled
yeah.
by this thing. This huge creature. You are, hanging in its jaws, basically.
Okay, bonus action. Lanny's eyes flick red. Rages. And we'll try to break the grapple. So this is a strength save, or are you doing it as a ability check? Skill check. Break
Sorry?
the grapple. Break the grapple.
It is it's an action. You have to make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Okay. Raging, so with advantage.
Against mine, basically. So we basically will both roll, and if yours is higher than mine, then it...
Okay. So that'll be a 19.
Okay.
19.
Mine is a... Sorry, I just rolled the wrong thing. Athletics... It's a 15. So you are able to wriggle and press, and you push yourself away, and you're able to squeeze yourself out of its jaws. You drop down onto the floor in front of it. So that was your action. Oh, and your bonus action was to rage. Correct?
Yep.
So that's your turn?
That's my turn ended.
Okay. Devvie.
Right. Bollocks! Why can't this little island leave us the fuck alone? Right. Yeah. I'm only going to move to there. And then I am going to throw a dagger at it.
Dagger.
Boom. Oh. And that was a 10.
10. So you throw this dagger, and it bounces off this hard... God, I always forget what it's called. On an insect.
Chitin.
This chitinous hide, and it pinwheels off into the undergrowth somewhere.
Ah, bollocks. Right. Oh shit. Oh, I forgot to do my bonus action. Never mind. Well, I can do it now. It just won't affect what I've already done. So, whilst I am not flanking, I am going to make my insight check against the target's deception check.
Okay.
So, insight. And that is a 18. And you have to beat that with a deception check.
Okay. Second deception. Probably not going to be great. Only 11.
Okay, yeah, so my all my next attacks against it are going to be sneak attacks.
Okay.
I should have used that first, but never mind.
Oh well. Okay, that brings us to Torrin. Desi, you're up next.
Alright. Spinning around, already casting a spell, I am going to make a familiar shape with my hands, and a ball of black lightning is going to form in my hands and shoot at the nasty bastard as I roll a chromatic orb.
Ooh.
Does a 23 hit?
A 23 does hit.
11 lightning damage. That's fucking pitiful damage.
For 3, it's not great for 3d8, is it?
No, it's not.
Just under half.
Well, no, it's actually no. It's only just under average.
It's still shit.
It's not what we wanted. Let's put it that way.
No.
3 8s would have been nice.
And I'm gonna cut in between the twins and go, well, what are you waiting for? Go in! And that's me.
Oh god, I'm gonna regret this. Oh. Gonna run in. Can I? How far can I get? Ding ding ding. Okay. I'm gonna run around. Is it? Is because Lanny's not actually. Is he in combat with it?
He's engaged with it.
All right.
Yeah.
He hasn't disengaged, so he is still engaged.
All right then. Four staff with advantage. Le avantage, as they say in Frenzy. Natural 20 for 25.
Yes.
So that'll be 13 bludgeoning damage. Right, and unarmed strike. Advantage. Pitiful. 15.
15 does just hit.
Does it?
Nice.
In that case, another 7 bludgeoning,
Okay.
and that is my go.
So it is now the creature's turn, and seeing that he has lost his prey, he's going to screech in anger, and then
No.
Oh no.
Oh.
Lani and Torrin, can I have a dexterity saving throw, please, as this creature spews a line of liquid out of its face in your direction.
11.
No, I advantage this because it's something I'd seen. Yeah. As part of one of my danger
You have
sense.
advantage on dexterity.
Advantage on
Yeah, well, I
dexterity
guess you
against
see it.
seen
You see
effect.
this jet of liquid coming at you, so yeah, I guess.
Oh, good God. 10.
So you both fail.
No.
You both take 10 points of acid damage as you are soaked
My.
in this acrid liquid.
It hurts.
Seeps into your clothing and burns your flesh. Ah!
God.
Disgusting, and it fucking hurts. Bloody twat.
I've got to say, I am so glad I'm stood back here.
Lani, it's your turn.
Having been sprayed by an acid in this creature's mouth, Lani will take a reckless attack with the maul. A 22 to hit.
That does hit.
14 points of damage.
Oof.
Okay.
And
So you
Yeah.
smash it. Yeah. You smash it with your hammer, with your mace. And you're seeing large cracks now appear over the main pieces of its armor, but it's still moving. Devvie, that brings us to you.
Right. I'm not looking to get into close combat with it. I have one dagger left, so I'm going to dart over to here. Good a place as any, I suppose. And I'm going to throw my other dagger at it. Oh! Do I have advantage as well because my brother's behind it?
Now, yeah, it king only works if it's not looking at you. So
Oh, right.
you have to be.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not. It's not just always opposite. I think that's a little too overpowered.
Yeah,
If you,
fair.
you also have to be like behind it, basically.
Okay, cool. Right, so yes, throwing my dagger. Ooh. So 17 to hit.
That does hit.
So 4 piercing and 8 sneak attack damage.
12 total?
Yeah.
Then I have to say to you again this evening, give it to me.
I just take a moment. Then on my second breath, I line my dagger up and I absolutely launch it right at the centre of the creature's face. And as it's kind of rearing back and opening its mouth to scream, the dagger goes straight into the mouth and it explodes out of the back of its head.
Okay, so there's this moment as the mouth opens and it screeches and then thunk, and the sound just stops. It twitches its head violently left and right, and then with a fall and a thud, it just collapses on the ground in front of you, Lani. And
Nice.
it is dead.
Anybody see where my dagger went?
In there. Somewhere.
Your dagger, that thing fucking hurts. Ah, asshole fucking insect.
I've had enough of this bloody island, I tell you.
I hate it.
I'm gonna
Sucks.
I'm gonna stalk off and retrieve my 2 daggers.
Okay. It is fairly open here, so I think you'd be able to find it without too much issue.
Nice, thank you.
I've ripped off my coat and I'm trying to wipe any excess acid onto the grass.
You lot okay?
I'll be fine.
Was it
Lani, you
was it
took
itchy
front of
with-
it. Fucking spat on us.
Oh yeah.
I fucking burnt acid. Oh, they suck.
Dangerous little blighter. You alright, Lani? Lani?
Lani?
Right.
Lani's dead.
Sorry, mic was off. So hold on. Sorry. Yeah, no, I'm a bit hurt, but I'm okay. That acid wasn't very nice at all.
It didn't look very pleasant.
No, it definitely isn't.
Mr. DM,
Yes.
would I be able to harvest some of the acid from it in any way?
Do you have a container?
I was going to ask my brother to borrow one of his perfume bottles, but I was going to empty it
I
out.
do actually have a poisonous kit, so I could use some of the vials that I've got to collect it.
Nice.
No, you are full of surprises.
Alright.
Actually, Jez, hold on. Pulls out his little satchel and pulls out 2 vials. Maybe these. Put some in here.
I'm not even going to bother asking why you've got these. Yeah, so can I have a go, please? DM?
Yep, give me a sleight of hand check to see. Yep, just to see how badly you burn your fingers while
Thank you for
collecting
that.
this.
Thank you for your vote of confidence there. Oh, the natural 20. Screw you, DM. My fingers are fine.
So with dainty little movements, you manage to scoop up the acid that's the remnants of its eruption that's still dripping from its mouth. You're
I
able
wanted
to
to
scoop
open it up
as-
and take it directly from the source.
That's a different thing.
Well, of course
but,
it is.
Yeah, I didn't. That's why I said sleight of hand for. But it's okay. I'll say you end up with two full vials and no injury.
Okay. Is it any particular kind of acid? Is it, or is it? Shall we just say acid
We'll just say acid for now.
for now? Right, cool. Very useful. You never know when a little bit of acid might come in handy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We used to use it quite a lot. You put it on the edge of the blade, and it's really good. Does extra damage when you hit with it.
Oh. So I was more considering what happened if I was to drip it directly into Mr. Plug's eyes.
Oh, I like it.
I'm pretty sure acid is just a standard
Standard
piece of
thing.
gear.
Yeah.
your standard acid.
They don't.
If you can add that to your sheet.
They don't specify, do they?
Oh, to be honest, I don't know how many different types of acid there is.
I mean,
Generally, all just does the same thing.
I think here we can either go acid or we can go hallucinogen, and it's not that one.
Hallucinogen. Yeah, you hallucinate, you're fine, while in reality your throat is melted.
This is I'm absolutely completely tripping balls.
And Torrin's just
Exactly.
shaking her head like, what the fuck? Why am I on an island with these idiots? Terrible.
Torrin's so judgmental.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You've given her absolutely no reason to be.
So you've just had this battle
Reckless.
at this bottom corner of the field. What would you like to do now?
Head back towards the path.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Get as far away from this dead fucking insect. In case it's got mates.
Carry
Before
on.
we go fucking off, shall we consider the fact that there are crops here, which means that they have to be watered. Now, do we think that whoever was here was bringing water to this place, or is it irrigated in some other manner?
Well, I think that's what we did. We did have a look at, mate. We were trying to find that. But,
But
I mean, I don't see a well.
No,
And I don't see any other ways of doing it, so they must have brought it from somewhere.
it doesn't seem to be. If you've got like a garden, I could understand you going and getting water and doing the whole watering thing. When you've got a field like this, it's got to be coming. It should be coming from somewhere.
well, I'm wondering whether they just relied on the rain.
Possibly, but shall we consider for a second that old anti-muck ant face over there just came up from something, like maybe a tunnel?
Well,
If you want to go underground, when those things just came out of the ground, I'm leaving you here to die.
Oh, Torrin, don't be like that.
if we have a look at the hole, is it traversable by someone of human size, or has it collapsed behind it?
I mean, it's still kind of half in it.
Right.
Like it never actually completely left the hole that it erupted from.
Do you want to
So
try
like the
get out?
back end
Have
of
a
it
look?
is still still in there.
Well, we can have a look if you want, bruv.
Well, I'm just saying, what if the water for these things is coming from underground?
You want me to pull it out?
Oh, Lanny, if you could, you'd be a diamond.
You want to pull it out, Lanny?
Yep. I'll give it a go.
Yep. I'll need a strength
And the
check,
anchor
please.
as well.
Oof.
21.
Very nice.
Okay. As you grab it, I mean, it's quite a large creature.
My powerful build means I count as one size larger when determining my
Okay.
carrying capacity. I can
Nice.
push, drag, or lift.
Yeah, it is a large creature, but as you start to pull it, it actually weighs a little bit less than you expected. I mean, it's not light, but you do actually manage to pull it out of the hole. Looking in now, you can see like a... I mean, there is a tunnel a little ways, but then it doesn't get far when it just starts to collapse. You could theoretically fit someone in there for at least the first, like, 8-9 meters before it starts to come a little bit cramped.
Get through there, I don't think.
Yeah, I'd probably advise against that, bruv. It's a good theory, though.
Doesn't make sense. I don't like it.
This whole fucking island doesn't make sense, mate.
You know, we've got ghouls. We've got
Decomposing bitches slashing at us with their manicured nails.
And the villages seem so far.
Yeah.
Place. Why are we here? Why did you have to send us to this shitty island of all fucking places?
Oh, I guess this is where we ended up.
Oh.
Come on, let's carry on. No use crying over spilt milk.
It's awful. It's all terrible. I hate it.
I actually quite like this island. I've done quite a few things so far.
Of course you fucking do. Right. So the faster we get away from that creepy fucking thing, the better. You've already harvested it. We got to do anything else? Or can we go back to the path where hopefully it's a bit safer?
Let's go back to the path, I reckon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't like it. Don't like it at all.
So, you want to head up the path?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up the path.
So
and to
you
the
leave
left.
this flat. Yep, you leave this flat area and it becomes quite rocky. As you start to ascend, though, you realise that the path here, it looks like it has been worked into like a step formation. This isn't just like an angle. There are almost like flat pieces cut out to make stepping, walking up easier. There are bits of undergrowth and shrubbery as you climb, but it is mostly just rock. It's quite an angle. You're like 45, 50 degrees at time, and it is quite tiring on your legs. And it is going to take you a good 20 minutes or so to ascend until you finally reach the ridge. And as you do, you get a good view of the up till now obscured side of the island.
What is that?
Is this a village I see before me?
It's terribly out of scale on this map, but as you're now standing here on the ridge, you see that the path not too far away from you, maybe only like half a mile, there seems to be a wooden structure.
Right. Right.
Big house, maybe?
I reckon.
Yeah, it's all like a small house. It's almost like a. It's a bit hard to tell from this this distance, but it's almost like you just see like wooden walls from this distance.
Yeah.
Right, now hang him out.
Kind of hard to
Let's
tell.
not go bloody galumphing in there.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah.
Can't
So
imagine I'd want anybody turning up at my house uninvited, especially when I think I'm the only person on an island.
so you want me to have a look ahead?
Might be an idea.
I don't want to let you go by yourself, bruv.
Right, well, I'll be careful, don't I?
I'll come on behind you.
I'm gonna start sneaking.
I'm staying far back.
Oh, very good.
Oh shit.
I
Another
disappear.
natural 20.
Another natural 20.
It's a lot of natural taste. Okay.
I know.
So,
roll 20 doesn't quite hate me as much as it usually does. I must have said something nice about it.
There's been quite a few tonight. So, what exactly are you doing? You want to get closer to this thing?
Yeah,
while
I'm basically
sneaking.
Yeah,
as
I'm
much as you can?
scouting ahead and being really sneaky.
Okay. It's you don't have all that many opportunities to hide here, but you make your way closer, concealing yourself as best you can. As you get closer, you can see this seems to be some sort of like a stockade almost. There's like vertical planks creating like a wall,
Okay.
like an exterior wall, and there seems to be like it doesn't have a roof. It's almost like a perimeter.
Okay.
Inside of you can't see what's inside, but you do see a decent-sized tree growing inside.
Oh.
And that kind of like blooms out of this structure like a bouquet of flowers in a vase. And from this distance, you can just see this thing does seem to have a door, and it seems to be just hanging ajar.
Then I will very carefully peek through without.
Oh, you're getting that close?
Well, yeah.
Okay, if you're that close, you can see that this seems to be like, I wouldn't say derelict wood, but it looks like wood that was probably like something else at one point. Like this wasn't cut especially for this.
Okay.
Made
It's
from
been
driftwood?
repurposed.
Yeah, it seems to be repurposed. Yeah.
Can I tell if it's a repurposed ship?
Yeah. Just give me an intelligence check.
Intelligence.
Hmm.
No.
Could be, but you've no idea.
Okay. Alright then. So I'm sneaky up to the gap.
Oh, and if you've got that close, you would have as you got closer to the to this little stockade, the pathway would have been joined by a little stream, which is, and then as the path kind of turns east, not even that far actually, this stream kind of turns west and kind of trickles down this this west side of the mountain, and it seems to be coming from this stockade.
Okay. I'm gonna have a little taste of the water.
It tastes very fresh.
Excellent. Right. Are there trees around this place? Like,
There are little bits, small trees, bushes.
trying
This
to work out whether
one
there's
of-
something I
this is
can
like-
climb to see over.
I mean, there is like to the east, like on the map, there is like a few trees there. It's like a couple of 100 meters away, or 100 meters maybe. I mean, they're not that high,
Okay.
so
there.
you're not going to get there's nothing close enough that you'd be able to look like an angle
Yeah.
down into this thing. To
Okay,
see exactly what's there.
I'll just go up to the slightly ajar door thing, gate, and have a peek through then.
Okay. So as I said, you see the path running in. There is a relatively large tree growing in the middle of this area. The stream passes under the wood, and you can see at the root of this tree there seems to be some sort of spring where this water is erupting from. You do also see, kind of behind the tree from your angle, is like a little 15 by 15 foot, like a little house, like a little hut. And again, this looks like it's been made out of wood that was once something else.
Okay. Right, I will sneak back.
So wait,
to
how far? Okay, go on.
Well, I was just going to say, I was only going to go up to like the outer gate to peer in, and then
Yep, that's fine.
if there isn't any sign of life or anything like that, I'm just going to toddle back to my friends. And I will I'll relay to them everything that I saw as well.
Hey, water.
Yeah?
We're good. That's what we need.
Yep.
That sounds fucking weird.
I mean, I kind of don't want to invite any more trouble by going into that place, but the stream does run along outside it. We could collect the water there.
That seems fucking weird.
What sort of time is it?
Well, you would have left fairly early in the morning.
Yeah.
I think it's probably only around lunchtime. I mean, you can't have been on here for more than like 3 or 4 hours.
Okay.
So if I say if you,
And we
if you
had
got
2
up and left
days.
Yeah, exactly. It's like midday on day one.
Yeah. So, I mean, we could sit by the stream and have a little sort of lunch break, and then maybe look in the building, see if anybody's there.
Yeah. I mean, we can do that. Not a problem.
I mean, obviously we don't want to go in there looking like we're going to raid the place, but I mean, if they've got some supplies or any information about the island, could be nice. And if no one lives there, then will we raid the place?
Yeah. You can also use it to have a bit of a rest,
Yeah.
like a proper one.
Yeah, we could sleep in there and then go back early tomorrow and, well, Pluggy's little plan of tiring you boys out won't work so well.
Oh yeah. Yes, that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to look at that one, won't we?
Yeah, I'm much more concerned with this, to be honest, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't trust this fucking thing as far as I can fucking throw it.
Oh no,
Look,
I don't at all.
So far, on this island, everything we've met has tried to kill us. There's been toads, there's been ghoul bitches, and there's been a fucking whatever the hell that was that came out of the ground. I don't trust that we've suddenly found the thing that we're looking for so simply, as if that there's a fucking fence around this thing. Are we sure that it isn't trying to keep something in instead of out?
Well, that's why we're going to stay on the outside of the fence and have a little breather.
I don't trust this.
Well, the door's open, so if it was keeping something in, it's long gone.
Yeah.
Or still there, and it could have come out and got us anyway.
I'm going to be on my guard.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't say let our guard down at all yet. Not for a while.
I think having a bit of a sit down for some lunch might be an idea, though.
Let's do that first.
A nice little rest and see how things go.
Yep.
Sit down.
Sounds positively idyllic.
Sure.
So where do you want to sit down?
Somewhere along the stream, but not inside.
Okay.
Do remind me of your rules for a short rest.
Yes, please.
It's level plus Constitution modifier.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Or meditate for half an hour to get my key point back.
Mm-hmm. So you're like here. So like after the bend, you're like.
Yeah.
So you're like 100 meters or 150 meters from this thing, but sat where the stream does pass.
Yeah, sit next to the stream and have a drink and have a sit for an hour. I'll get Zima out and she can have a little fly around. Have a bit of a wash that's not in salt water. Even though she's a fiend creature or a fey creature. What did I decide she was? I don't remember. She's a fey.
One of those.
Yeah. Little fey bat. She can have a little wash. She doesn't need it, but she might enjoy it. And have a short rest.
Yep.
After I've had my half-hour sit-down, I'm gonna scope the area out a bit whilst the others are having a rest. I'm gonna do a full perimeter around the fenced area and see if there's anything else to see.
Are you looking? What exactly are you investigating? Like this thing itself, or the ground around it, or
It's kind of a bit of everything, to be honest.
Wider area.
I'm just checking to see if there's anything on the ground that is out of ordinary. If there's anything I can see up in the branches of the tree itself. Anything that just strikes as being odder than the oddness that is already around us.
Okay. But it's the stockade you're investigating, basically.
Yes.
Okay. Go on then. Give me an investigation check.
Alright. I need a token to run off. Oh, no, it's fine. I'll go into my sheet.
Oh.
That's fine. I'll go into my sheet and click it. Investigation.
I didn't think about you needing a token on this map.
Yeah. 9.
Okay. Yeah, you take a look around. There's nothing really that catches your attention. I mean, the walls of these things are fairly high. They're like roughly 10 foot high, so you have no vision over them or past them. They're all quite tightly meshed, so you can't really see through them. I mean, there might be some cracks if you get really close. But on the floor around, there's nothing of any note. And looking in the branches, you can't see anything out of place.
Okay, fine.
Actually, what you would see, how close did you want to get to it?
Well, I was about to say, if I can't see anything like obvious, I will actually go up and stick my eye up against the crack to see if I can see inside.
Okay. As you're going around the south side, you do see there is a small slit cut, it would seem, around head height, and there's something protruding out of it. Something.
I'm sorry, the audio track is going really wobbly for me. I don't know what it is for anyone else.
No, exciting.
Okay, ignore me then.
Okay. Yeah, you can see something protruding out, and this seems to be something man-made rather than natural. Something with a very definitive shape.
Okay.
Do you want to get closer and investigate?
Yeah.
Okay. So you would have to get right up to it to see what it is, but as you get closer, it seems to be like a spyglass, not a spyglass. What do you call it? Like a telescope. What do you call an old telescope?
Spyglass.
Spyglass.
It is a spyglass.
Yeah.
I always think spyglass is like a magnifying glass, but no, it's you can see the end of a spyglass poking out, and it's pointing it's angled down at about 45 degrees, looking down the slope to the south. Yep.
I will go up to it and see if I can angle my vision to where it's pointing to.
Okay. So if you look down, it seems to be looking, as I said, down the slope of this coast, down to the sea on the south end of the island. It's a good... I forgot what the scale is of this map. It's 15... So I just need to see how far away you are. It's actually about 2 miles till you get to the south tip of this island from the stockade. But you can, following the line, you can just see where the water hits the cliff there. You can see something moving down there. And at this distance, it's really hard to tell what it is. But it's not just the water. There's something on the edge of the land, amongst the rocks. There's something or something's moving down there. But at 2 miles away, it's really hard to tell.
Yeah. Okay. So the spyglass, am I able to remove it from its hole in the wall?
If you grab it and try and move it, it seems to be fixed. It's it's been fixated in this position. It's like attached. It's not just sat there rested. it's firmly attached to the wood, so you can try and rip it off, or I mean, whatever it's holding in place is on the inside, so you can't really see what's holding it from the outside.
All right, I'm gonna try and yank it out.
All right.
What's
Give
that?
me strength.
Strength. I can't. Yes, I can. 4.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, it's got. I mean, it has some give to it. As you're pulling it, there is movement, but that just seems to be like that. Whatever it's holding, it isn't like completely solid, but it does have a tight hold on it, whatever it is, and you're unable to pull it out through this slit.
Okay. I shall leave it be and go and rejoin the others and explain to them what I've just found and potentially seen.
Right. Right, so if we all had our short rest now, yeah?
Yep, I would have said you would have had enough time.
Okay,
I mean, if you,
Wonderful.
to have your short rest.
Level plus con modifier.
Yeah.
Yes. For a short rest, yeah.
So Des tells us that, and I kind of like get up, dust myself off, and I say, "Alright, what do we reckon then? Do we want to bother having a gander in that place? I reckon it might be
now.
worth it."
I want to see what that spyglass is at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, let's give it a shot. I will say, Sean, very quickly, with that short rest, I would have used my arcane recovery ability to get some spell slots back.
Okay. Okay.
So I was running low on those, so now I've got some back.
Sorry, Troy, do you know how to turn off the fog of war? Once it's on.
Yeah, you should. If you go into your list of pages.
It's alright. I'm just going to reveal it all again. I just decided I don't want anything. Okay. So you're heading towards the stockade.
Yeah.
Well, the entrance to the stockade.
So, yeah, as I said, there is some sort of door, but it seems to be hanging ajar, like half open, half closed.
Gonna just gingerly push it open.
As you reach for it, I'll wait a minute, bruv, and I'll take my quarterstaff, and with the tip of that from a distance, push it open.
Oh yes, good call.
Okay.
I'm going
Does
to
open.
stand behind Lanny.
It does open out. So I'm just going to push you over to this map so that you know what it looks like. There we go. Are you now all there?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will just grab your tokens and put you there.
So we found our water source.
Yep. And I am going to be at the back like the wizard should be.
Good call. I'm gonna shall I take points again?
I don't know, bruv. It seems. I think maybe Lanny should go first.
Let me go.
Is that alright with you, Lanny?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. I think I might just might just do this, and I'm gonna touch the skull on my necklace, and as it has done before, a sort of black shadowy vapor is going to appear all over my body and then blink out, and I'm casting Mage Armor.
Excuse me.
I feel a little bit better with that one there.
Not that we expect to be ambushed or anything.
It's a creepy house, and all your talk of maybe it's keeping something in is giving me the fucking heebie-jeebies.
Good. Nothing like a bit of elfy paranoia. It's what keeps me alive.
Generally my magic does that, so the two of them together hopefully will be okay.
Sure. Right then. I want to go then.
Ready?
Yeah.
Side. What do I see with inside? So this is at the fence line, isn't it? With
Yeah, these like half circles
Yeah.
are like the wood, the outside perimeter, and the second one inside is like a little shed, a little house. This one has a roof. The stockade doesn't. It's open air, other than the cover of the branches and the leaves.
So Lanny heads round.
And as I said, here, which you can clearly see, is quite a decent-sized spring where the water seems to be coming from.
And Lanny's put the water container down next to the spring, ready to fill when we're ready. Can I investigate this first?
Is a good call.
Follow on behind Lanny.
Going round here. And is there any windows in the side of this building?
Doesn't seem to have any windows. So as you get closer to the stockade, you start to... it's a familiar smell again. Slightly rotten smell and the buzzing of flies.
Careful, Lanny.
Say before, I don't like the smell of this. I would say I don't like the look, but I can't see in there yet. I peek round the door.
Okay. So, as you peek in, I mean, I would describe the room to you, but the first and most obvious thing that you see, which probably takes your whole attention, for a second it makes you jump because it's so almost out of place. There seems to be a figure floating in the middle of the room.
Floating.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what now?
And as you look closer, it's seems to be a man. His clothes are tattered. His skin is pale and sallow. But then as you look up, you realize his head is hung down, looking at the floor, and rising up behind him is a length of rope, which attaches itself to the ceiling. And he's just slowly, very, very slightly swaying in the wind, motionless.
Lanny, having looked round, seen Ingo, just turned to the rest and says, I think this guy, has, it'd be quite obvious, but I think he's hung himself. Not a pleasant sight.
Oh,
Poor bastard.
That's, well, obviously, you made a choice.
did he leave a note? I'll have a look around.
Looking in, if you want to have a look in the actual room,
Yeah.
I mean, if you glance in, you do see there is a decent amount of furniture in here.
Okay.
There is actually a bed and like a desk. There you see barrels. There's a surprising amount of stuff in here.
Whilst they go in there, and they've obviously found that he's, hungry himself, I'm going to stay outside. I'm going to go and find that eyeglass.
Okay, eyeglass.
I'm going to follow along.
The eyeglass would be just here.
Oh, all right then.
Okay.
Have it.
Yeah, it's weird. The map is rotated for some reason. Its south is actually what is west.
Okay. So yeah, finding it. So what is it attached to?
It just seems to be there seems to be some sort of bracket, and it's just been nailed into the wood, and it's just holding this eyeglass in place.
Okay. Well, having seen that, I will have a look through it and see if I can seek out the movement that I saw previously.
Okay. So looking down now, you can see, as I described, literally where the rock is meeting the ocean, and there seems to be some sort of little cove there, and on the rocks, close to the sea, with the aid of the spyglass, you can see 2 or 3 grindylows, and they seem to be playing with a dead seagull or something, chucking it back to each other. But one of them is wearing a familiar-looking tricorn hat.
Motherfucker.
Don't you fucking dare. Ha!
You son of a fuck. Guys?
Yeah?
I think we found him.
Found what?
Sandara.
Where?
Down there, on the beach, 2 miles down. I see a bunch of those little fucking tentacle bastards, and they're playing with an hat. And it looks like hers.
I'm gonna sort of gently push him out of the way so I can have a look. Let me see. Budge up.
Yeah, I'll move.
I'll look through and... Fuck. That's a hat. Sandara's hat.
Let's get down there.
I think we know our next stop.
I don't think this spring's going anywhere.
No. Do we leave the bucket up here or the barrel up here and then come back up and refill it later on?
I reckon so.
Yeah.
Yep, I reckon we're going to need our hands free.
Yeah, bugger to carry.
Yeah.
What have you been doing in this time, Lanny?
So Lanny's just been stood staring at this guy in the room, kind of having a look around the room, see if there's anything of major interest.
Okay. So if you stand there looking around, as I said, there's a surprising amount of furniture here. It seems a little worn and battered in places. Possibly some of it looks like it's been in water for a while. Now you're taking a closer look. You do see some like cooking gear. There are barrels which you can assume contain some food, which is you can only assume rotting at this moment. And there also seems to be a surprisingly large like wardrobe in one corner of the wall.
Take a look in the wardrobe.
Okay. As you stride over towards the wardrobe, this figure hanging
Oh no.
in the middle of the room, suddenly its head bolts up, its eyes open, its mouth opens, a familiar vine-like tongue protrudes from its mouth.
Oh man.
Oh,
And
fuck.
it lurches towards
This
you.
fucker's not dead!
And that's where we'll end the session.
Oh, you bastard! I knew it was coming!